I cannot be too upset because I know a lot of black men hip hop.
What are you doing?
I'm leaving, Joseph. I'm done.
I want to know how he thinks it makes me feel to practically have to beg my man for some sex.
So this entire situation is a hot damn mess. At the end of the day, do I hate Sin Santana? No. She apologized. Hopefully she grows from this. Hopefully she learns from this and she does better. But at the end of the day, I cannot be too upset because I know a lot of black men who sit there and big up other races and have no problem downing their own, talking shit about their own women, you know what I'm saying, clowning their own women, belittling their own women, all the while uplifting Asians, white women, Latinas, and everything else. So honestly, I can't say that I'm shocked that she said that, and I honestly 100% believe that some black man told her that. Now, that isn't to say that all black men do this, of course. You know, you have black men who love black women, you know what I'm saying, who support black women, who respect black women. But unfortunately, those men are now starting to be a minority, and we see so many more black men out here disrespecting black women and talking down to their own women and things like that. We've had so many rappers come out and talk bad about especially dark-skinned women and say they want to have nothing to do with them and everything else, but then in the same breath, big up other races. And like I said, if you date interracially, that's your business. It's nobody else's business, but you don't have to down your own race just to...
Now, this is coming from somebody, y'all, who allegedly doesn't date dark-skinned men herself. She has her own little preferences of light skin. But yet, she gonna sit back and tell you that it's less and less black men who appreciate black women. Let me tell you the truth. You know what, brothers? You know what? Let's be smart. She's right. She's right. You know. These little women, these women out here are nasty. They ain't worth respecting. They don't deserve nothing that they don't deserve us. We despicable, you know. And since now we are minority, since now more and more of us are now minorities who kind of respect black women, or better yet, just tolerate you. Because black women, y'all say some of the most dumbest shit. It ain't all, but it's a good amount of y'all. Like, I don't know, maybe the majority of y'all. I mean, you feel like you're supposed to get respect right off the rip. You show your ass, and then you get mad when somebody finally starts to treat you back with the same respect. Look, I'm gonna say this directly to her. The bottom line is, the stuff that you're doing ain't gonna fix the problem. And when you walk around with your little light-skinned kids, they ain't that damn dark skin. They ain't your complexion. So them little light-skinned kids that you got say a lot about you. You know? My thing is, and my biggest concern about the culture is that I'm starting to realize that, well, I've always realized this, but I'm finally just going to have to come to the clarity and just let it crystallize that black men, we are on our own. I don't think we need to keep looking for other women to help us or people to build coalitions with. We don't need to do that no more. Just look. If you find yourself a good woman, that's great. But do yourself a favor. Emotionally, have a distance against her. You know, she's in the room, she's in the house, she's there to help you have children. You know, hopefully she's there to help you raise those children. But the bottom line is, keep it out your business. You know, if she like watching TV, buy her TV for every angle she can turn her neck. Keep her mind on something else. But while she's busy, raise your kids. Especially your daughters. Well, of course, your daughters and your son, but both your children. Because it's obvious that she is the vessel of all the problems that we got right now. She doesn't realize that she's the one who's spawning this shit. And that she's getting angry at the same shit that she has created and refused to see how this is possible. Now, ladies, I'm not trying to blame you for everything, but understand that you're a woman. You have sons and you have daughters. And there are some things that you have allowed, or we have allowed in this culture, to permeate for too long. And dare I say it, when it comes down to single parenting, which is really all these arguments are really about, when you go back and look, most of these people are just single parents. This is why they're so dysfunctional. This is why you got the problems that you have. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. It's not. This is not complicated. This is the fact of the matter is that you're not children are not being raised up with both male and female as perspectives. And it's deeper than that. You're not raising kids to have morals. You're just taking care of kids. You know, you go to work every day. You tell your kids to come home. You cook them something. You cook them some dinner, but you don't really instill anything in them because, you know, the state does that for you. You know, you just send them to school and the only thing you do is make sure they get good grades, good marks, but you don't really raise children. That's how far down the hole we have gone as a culture. And I guess we just assume that if you black and he black, y'all should just automatically get along because you're both black, right? That's pretty much the nutshell of your logic. Not wanting to accept that in order to maintain continuity, there has to be maintenance done. You're not doing the maintenance, black girl. And right now you're making problems worse by just making these statements. That stuff ain't true. Yes, you got a lot of little morons that are coming out here, and some of them are getting paid to disseminate their dysfunction. They're being compensated to be stupid. They know what they're doing. I mean, you saw it play out right there on Vlad one day with some boy. Well, you know, it's hard being dark skinned. He's saying all this stuff, and everybody's like, "Yo, that's real fucked up." But he's saying it on Vlad's channel. He's saying this on Vlad's channel. You can't. You gotta admit, sisters, that this problem ain't just the black man. Because you know what? I see sisters pull a lot of foul shit out their ass on a regular basis that's really disrespectful to black men. And you do it in the presence of white men on a regular basis. Yeah. And then you wonder why you got the problems that you got. And some of y'all called thinking that y'all have moved up in the world when you able to cuddle up next to and snuggle up to, you know, your pig blanket at night. You know. But that's y'all. I ain't hating on you, I'm just saying. That's where your problems are coming from. So what I'm proposing to brothers is that maybe we need to just go ahead and start Armageddon on our own. Because there ain't nothing here worth us to really maintain. I mean, you see what's happening, what's getting ready to happen to R. Kelly and these sisters because they praise it all high and they don't realize that their reasoning is tainted. And I personally, I have no energy to sit around and have to explain to a bunch of adult women their reasoning. I don't have time for that. I don't have the energy for that. I do believe that at some point, yeah, we got to let a whole slew of us just pass away. And like I said before, from this point on as men, your wife is just your wife. If you find yourself a good woman, that's great. But at the same time, keep her out your business. She may be more harm than good. That's all I got to say.